Hey folks, I'm HP's Dr. Pink, and welcome to the Funny Farm. It's gonna be smooth, it's gonna be jazz. So what? From my old buddy Miles Davis. Yeah, folks, that was the theme of So What and a little bit of improvisation. So, in this tutorial, first we're going to learn the theme, then some improvisation tricks. We also make a little bit of analysis, a little bit of theory, and that's more or less what's going to happen in this tutorial. So, even if you're not so much into jazz, it's probably one of the easiest jazz tunes because it's basically one chord. Then first part is D minor, second part is E flat minor. We're using the Dorian mode. And well, let's say in a simple improvisation technique, more sophisticated stuff gonna be in a masterclass. But therefore, subscribe to this channel because I don't have the time to talk about everything in detail. Like the main topic here is modal improvisation. Modal improvisation is a huge area which can be talked over, so I cannot put everything in one video. So here's just a theme and some improvisation technique that even if you're not into jazz, you still have a good opportunity to get into jazz. Really cool stuff. So let's get started. Okie dokie. So as I already said, basically the tune works around one chord, D minor, and the B section we're going to switch to E flat minor, but it's just moving the whole thing up half step. And the theme, so, and it's around it's a modal improvisation or modal tune. So it's one mode, it's Dorian. This is the D Dorian scale. As I use it here, 5th fret, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 7, 8, 10. So this is the D Dorian scale. What is important also to know for the later improvisation, when you learn the scale, also learn the interval. So this is the root note, is the second, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, and 1. Later we need that for the improvisation. So the theme works around pretty simple. Starts here, 5th fret, 7, 9. Starts on 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's pretty simple. And then comes this little chord figure. I'm using these chords here. These are 2/4 intervals. In this case, is really jazzy, modern jazzy sound. 7th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, and move down 2 frets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So these chords are coming on 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. So see, that's how it works. Yeah, that's basically the theme. There's another little figure comes after the third of. You repeat this figure 3 times. After the third time, it's slightly different. It's going to be like this. So we go here in the 7th fret. On one end again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and then the chords come again. So this little figure changes. Basically, you just sync up with the bass figure. Yeah, that's how the part is played. So you play this figure 3 times, and then comes the other figure, and that is one full circle. Now the really tricky part of this tune is that you know where you are, because it's literally always the same thing. So you play this 3 times, the normal figure 1 time, the adapted figure. This is 1 A section. Repeat it once again. Then we finish with the first A section. We go to the B section. B section is pretty much the same. Just move the whole thing on 1 fret. And the same thing happens again as before. It's really very simple. As I said, the main challenge is that you always know where you are. Then you go back and play 1 A section. So it's the normal form A, A, B, A. And that's what this WhatsApp is. Play the theme once. So let's play now with the backing track. They see and count how far it goes. But as I said, it's pretty simple. Yeah, so this was the form. I played the entire form. It's probably a little bit boring. but as I said, the main challenge is to always know where you are, because everything sounds pretty much the same. So really, this, I tell just from my experience in jam sessions, stuff like that. That's the main topic on So What. But it's really cool. I really love the tune. It's very cool, very much Miles Davis-like from the time which I really loved Miles Davis stuff. Yeah, so now let's get into the improvisation technique. Yeah, as I said, it's one chord. We are playing the Dorian scale. Now, how we play the Dorian scale in a jazzy manner. I already talked about the intervals. Again, to repeat them: root note 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. These are the intervals of Dorian. If you want to play jazzy, you go for the options. What are the options? You have the chord notes, which is 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 1. These are the chord notes, and the remaining 3 notes are called options. The 2 becomes a 9, the 4 becomes an 11, and the 6 becomes a 13. And if we sum them up here, this is the 9, this is the 11, and this is the 13. It makes us, oh wow, a E minor chord. And that is called a upper structure triad. What's an upper structure triad? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This E minor here, that's a triad. And upper structure, it's above a structure, above the structure of D Dorian. We have an upper structure. So we play, basically, if you want to really turn out the options in a cool way, we just play the upper structure triad. Like so. Let's see it with the track. So this is basically the D minor. That was D minor. Now E minor. D minor. E minor. Same on E flat minor, upper structure. Also focus on those options. Go back here, option 9. E minor again. Then you play scale in between. I mean, it's really cool. You just work around this upper structure triad, or the options. The 9 is a good option to focus on. So you play a little run, go on this option. This is the 9. It's really cool. And yeah, that's basically what you can do. It's really cool. Also, you can play with octaves. You can highlight this upper structure triad with octaves. Oops, let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, yeah. And in between, you just noodle around the the scale, and for sure it makes sense if you can play the scale, the D Dorian scale in triplets. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So something like a figure like this in triplets. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let's see how that sounds. And upper structure. It's really simple. Triplets, up, down, upper structure triad, or highlight the note from the upper structure triad. Yeah, it's really simple stuff and sounds very cool. Good. Another topic which comes along with Miles Davis is timing and phrasing. Phrasing is probably more important than the notes themselves. So how you make a cool phrasing is like playing laid back. Some can be always a little bit too late. In some occasions in life it's not good to be too late or to being too early, or often it's good to be too early, but here in jazz we better not be too early, we better be too late. And you can make like a method, you make a little phrase, like, let's do this one here. Very simple phrase. I switched on the delay, I have a reverse delay here. Now, if you want to stretch the timing of this phrase, it will be, you just da 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 da. That's just a normal phrase. Or you can, and hold it as long as possible and then come with the phrase, with the last note. You can repeat a phrase all the time and always pull the timing more and more back. See how I really pulled back the timing? Even more. And if you first play a little figure, just like this, and then you more and more pull back the timing, you always play the same little lick, but you pull and more back, and this gives a really strong tension, and Miles Davis is really master of this, and probably you should listen to some of his records, really cool, probably make a transcription as well, because it really helps to understand how timing works, and timing is very important here. So let's see this again as an act. Also with the upper structure triads you can do really cool stuff with timing. See how I pull back the timing? You can play like, it's cool but it's boring. Let's pull back the timing. And the cool thing is when you go back in timing, but then you get back into timing. This contrapoint really gives tension, it's cool. Yeah, if you really want to make a really cool modal improvisation, timing is a very essential part. Timing is really important because that makes the phrasing. The phrasing is really 50% of what you're playing. You don't have to noodle around like hell, but really be the master of the time and master of the form. You need to understand when the form is. There's also another technique which is called playing over the bar line. Really cool technique. you can do it when, as an example, when the chord switches, you start to play the new chord too early. You already, that's like far beyond you. Also, this, I'm gonna show what I mean. Yeah, first we just play D minor, you know. Wait. Now we're approaching E flat minor. Now you. You see, I already started to play. I exaggerated a little bit now because there's only one chord change in this case. But I was playing over the bar line. I was playing E flat too early. And this way, you also already make an anticipation to the next chord. And that's a really good technique to create tension, to also work with timing and stuff like that. And these are techniques which are really common in modal improvisation. And really, it's not only playing like one chord, one scale or one mode. It's really to work with timing, playing over bar lines, all that stuff really works, you know. It's really cool stuff. Yeah, but you need to figure out, it's not a technical thing, it's about feeling that stuff, you know. You can play simple stuff. Miles Davis is not a fast player, you just can do a few notes, but set them right, you know. That's the thing. You don't have to play much, but set the notes right. Control your tone. And then suddenly go into timing. Back to. Yeah, see, it's a pretty simple method to really playing over the bar line, timing and all that stuff really works. Cool. Yeah, folks, that was a pretty fast tutorial about modal improvisation. So what? So what is basically a tune which is modal improvisation. It stands for modal improvisation. As I said, I could not cover up all themes in just one tutorial. It's going to be, because it's probably going to be a 3 hours tutorial, which we don't want, which we don't need. And this is just basically to get into jazz, get into modal improvisation, and to understand the first steps of all these tricks, playing over the bar line, timing, stretching, and all that stuff. And yeah, upper structure triads. It's really cool stuff. I mean, yeah. When you listen, you think, oh, sounds cool, you have no clue what's going on. But these are the techniques which work. Yeah, what more to say, Dr. Pink? Do you have something to say? Said something, but we didn't hear him. Her. Yeah, Dr. Pink is a her, if somebody... Yeah, Dr. Ping mentioned the backing track and the tabs can be downloaded at HPCrazy Students Club. Also follow me on Spotify, follow me on Facebook. I have an Instagram account, a personal account. It's not only guitar playing, it's just my personal account. Check that one. Link is in, I don't know where. You'll find it. HPCrazy on Instagram, yeah. Good, so me and Dr. Pink are going more jazzy realms. Yeah, bye.